Good morning. This is Mr. Rowe. We're going to look at a couple of absolute value inequality problems just so we can get through a couple of these lessons. So let's just take a real quick look. Here is the first one we're going to look at. Okay, first thing I noticed is that this is, we look right here at the sign. This is great or then, so this is an or statement. Always check that first. If it's greater than, you know that your final answer is going to be an or. And if it's a less than, it's going to be an and statement. Do this after you isolate the absolute value. If there's things outside the absolute value, get rid of that first, because sometimes the inequality sign will flip. So after we get to this point, we know it's an or statement. So we're going to write both of our absolute value inequalities. First one, and remember all we do here, equality sign. The first one is written just like it is given, except we take the absolute values away. The second one, we change two things. We change the absolute or the inequality symbol, we flip it, and we make the number on the opposite side its opposite, so -8. So now this is a two-step inequality. We're going to use our two-step process to solve. And I'm going to solve these simultaneously. That way we can get through these two very quickly. So these cancel. These cancel over here too. And so what's left? We got -4/3 x on this one is greater than or equal to 4. And on this one, we got -4/3 x is less than or equal to -12. Okay, now I got this fraction. We got to get rid of that fraction. But luckily, there's an easy one-step process to get rid of that fraction. We've got to multiply both sides by the reciprocal. Reciprocal, we flip that fraction, so we multiply by -3/4 over here by -3/4. So we're going to multiply the number on the opposite by -3/4, and the number here by -3/4. Okay? Because we're multiplying by a negative, got to have memorized by now. That has to flip. This is going to flip. And so these will cancel. And how in the world do I multiply 4 times -3/4? Well, these 4's cancel. So that's going to be -3. Those cancel out. What do I do over here? Well, 4 goes into 12 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. They're both negative. So I've got x is greater than 9. So what's my final answer? My final answer is x is less than or equal to -3. Write the big or right there. Or x is greater than or equal to 9. So red circle so we know what's the answer. So that's it. Let's look at one more example. Minus 5, 6, greater than or equal to 15. again, it's a great or then, so I know right away this is going to be an or inequality answer. So at the end, my answer has to have the word or in it. I'm going to set up my two inequalities. Remember the first one, just how it's written. The second one, so we make those two changes. That's a 6. I'm going to flip that inequality sign. I'm going to make 15 its opposite, so negative 15. And now I'm going to use my two-step process to solve. Step 1, I've got to get rid of this 5. I'm going to subtract 5 from each side. 5 minus 5 is 0. That's why they cancel. So those cancel. Drop down what's left. On this one, I've got negative 5, 6. Greater than or equal to 10. Over here, cancel. And that's going to be negative 20. Try to move this over just a little bit so we have some space there. There we go. All right. So now I've got to cancel out that negative 5, 6. Just like in the last example, I have to multiply by a reciprocal. The reciprocal this time is going to be negative 6 over 5. I'm going to do it there. 6 over 5. Solve this at the same time. Not into each other. And negative 6 over 5. I'm going to put a line down the middle so we don't get confused. There we go. Okay. So remember, these cancel because I multiplied by a negative. This symbol is going to flip. And what do I do with this? Well, 5 goes into 10 twice. 2 times negative 6, negative 12. So that's less than or equal to negative 12. Okay, over here, these cancel. Again, I multiplied by a negative, so I flip my equality sign. This time, 5 goes into 24 times. 4 times 6 is 24. They're both negative, so that gives me positive 24. So I've solved it. My answer, x is less than or equal to negative 12, or x is greater than or equal to 24. I hope this, and let's put that in a circle so we know it's the answer. So there we go. So that's two absolute value inequalities with a fractional coefficient for x. So I hope that helps you get through lesson 6 of this.